Question 1. Which of these statements is correct? B. On becoming a UK citizen or permanent resident, you will be agreeing to respect the laws, values and traditions of the UK. You will be agreeing to accept the responsibilities which go with permanent residence and to respect the laws, values and traditions of the UK. Question 2. Which of these statements is correct? B. The UK offers its citizens and permanent residents freedom of speech. In return, the UK offers freedom of belief and religion, freedom of speech, freedom from unfair discrimination, a right to a fair trial, a right to join in the election of a government. Question 3. Which of these statements is correct? B. During Queen Elizabeth I's reign, English settlers began to colonize the eastern coast of North America. In Elizabeth I's time, English settlers first began to colonize the eastern coast of America. Question 4. Which of these statements is correct? B. The Reform Act of 1832 increased the number of voters. The Reform Act of 1832 had greatly increased the number of people with the right to vote. Question 5. The Wars of the Roses was fought by the supporters of which two families in order to decide who should be King of England? A. The House of Lancaster. D. The House of York. In 1455, a civil war was begun to decide who should be King of England. It was fought between the supporters of two families, the House of Lancaster and the House of York. This war was called the Wars of the Roses, because the symbol of Lancaster was a red rose and the symbol of York was a white rose. Question 6. Which statement describes party politics during the reign of William and Mary? B. There were two main groups, the Tories and the Whigs. There were two main groups in Parliament, known as the Whigs and the Tories. The modern Conservative Party is still sometimes referred to as the Tories. This was the beginning of party politics. Question 7. What was the Spanish Armada? B. A fleet of Spanish ships. Elizabeth became one of the most popular monarchs in English history, particularly after 1588, when the English defeated the Spanish Armada, a large fleet of ships, which had been sent by Spain to conquer England and restore Catholicism. Question 8. In Scotland, the legal system developed differently from the one in England in that its laws were codified. What is meant by codified? D. Written down. In Scotland, the legal system developed slightly differently and laws were codified, that is, written down. Question 9. When did the first farmers come to Britain? C. 6,000 years ago. The first farmers arrived in Britain 6,000 years ago. Question 10. What did the missionaries teach the Anglo-Saxons? A. About Christianity. The Anglo-Saxons were not Christians when they first came to Britain, but, during this period, missionaries came to Britain to preach about Christianity. Question 11. Which political party was Clement Attlee a member of? C. Labour. Clement Attlee was born in London in 1883. His father was a solicitor and, after studying at Oxford University, Attlee became a barrister. He gave this up to do social work in East London and eventually became a Labour MP. Question 12. Which of these statements is correct? A. Rugby originated in England in the early 19th century. Rugby originated in England in the early 19th century and is very popular in the UK today. Question 13. Which of these statements is correct? B. Baptists, Methodists, and Quakers are Protestant Christian groups. Other Protestant Christian groups in the UK are Baptists, Methodists, Presbyterians, and Quakers. Question 14. Which two of the following are traditional British foods? A. Haggis, D. Welsh cakes. Wales. Welsh cakes are traditional Welsh snack made from flour, dried fruits, and spices, and served either hot or cold. Scotland. Haggis are sheep's stomach stuffed with offal, suet, onions, and oatmeal. Question 15. Is the statement below true or false? Mo Farah was the first person to sail around the world single-handed. False. Mo Farah, 1983, is a British distance runner, born in Somalia. He won gold medals in the 2012 Olympics for the 5,000 and 10,000 meters and is the first Briton to win the Olympic gold medal in the 10,000 meters. Question 16. Which of these statements is correct? B. The Speaker of the House of Commons remains a Member of Parliament, MPs, after election as Speaker. Debates in the House of Commons are chaired by the Speaker. This person is the Chief Officer of the House of Commons. The Speaker is neutral and does not represent a political party, even though he or she is an MP, represents a constituency and deals with constituents' problems like any other MP. Question 17. Is the statement below true or false? Getting to know your neighbors can help you to become part of the community. True. Getting to know your neighbors can help you to become part of the community and make friends. Question 18. What happens when members of Parliament, MPs, hold surgeries? A. Members of the public can meet their MP to discuss their issues. In addition, many MPs, Assembly members, MSPs, and MEPs hold regular local surgeries, where constituents can go in person to talk about issues that are of concern to them. These surgeries are often advertised in the local newspaper. Question 19. Which parts of the United Kingdom have devolved governments? D. Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. In addition, there are devolved governments in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland that have the power to legislate on certain issues. Question 20. MPs have a duty to serve and represent which of the following groups? A. Everyone in their constituency. Each MP represents a parliamentary constituency, which is a small area of the country. MPs have a number of different responsibilities. They represent everyone in their constituency, help to create new laws, scrutinize and comment on what the government is doing, debate important national issues. Question 21. Who chairs debates in the House of Commons? C. The Speaker. Debates in the House of Commons are chaired by the Speaker. This person is the Chief Officer of the House of Commons. Question 22. Is the statement below true or false? Discrimination in the workplace is an example of criminal law. False. Examples of civil laws are employment law. These cases include disputes over wages and cases of unfair dismissal or discrimination in the workplace. Question 23. If you can't make it to a polling station to vote, you can register for which of the following? A. A postal ballot. If it is difficult for you to get to a polling station or polling place, you can register for a postal ballot. Your ballot paper will be sent to your home before the election. Question 24. Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state for which two of the following? B. Many Commonwealth countries. D. The United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state of the UK. She is also the monarch or head of state for many countries in the Commonwealth.